Hi, hello, what's up? It's time to keep swimming with Clark Kent. You know the podcast where we just talk about whatever, and hopefully I can get your mind off of whatever you're about to go do. Maybe you're about to, uh, do that. I don't know. Maybe you're about to go work out, or maybe you're about to hop on Xbox, or maybe you're about to go make yourself some breakfast, or maybe you just walk downstairs to go get yourself some orange juice, and you just woke up and you're listening to my voice. Oh man, guys. So, today is Friday, the 14th of May. So, uh, I'm actually at a excuse my language fuck moment, you know. Uh so on Monday, I recorded the podcast and my computer started to just when I tell you I tried to get it off of the computer and everything like that, it just gone, right, just disappeared. And I didn't know. I was like, dang, well, I might as well just record it again. But then I actually went through my files later on and I found it. And then I don't know what happened. I just loafed. I just never, I don't know why. I just never uploaded it. Just never kind of just really just lacked on actually just putting it all together and then putting it up there. So that was, I don't know what happened. And then I actually am about to upload it before like a little bit before this. I have it uploading right now, and it actually in there is gonna talk about what Wednesdays and how productive I'm going to be, and uh, what Wednesdays did not happen, and I'm going through some different stuff on the side, going through my mind, making everything else even 1,000 times more stressful. And I don't know. I I I really like doing my podcast. I really like even if I make one person just, I don't know, a little bit better with their start of their morning. It makes me feel a little bit better because I need these to start my morning. I think talking about what's going on with my stuff and can I not might not be a little more relatable, but definitely, I don't know, maybe hear about my shit can make somebody else's shit not feel as bad, right? Um I actually am about to start working out again. I had a little bit of a slump when, how stressful it was at work, and then school was hopping at me. And then we actually just finished up with exams last week. So I'm a lot more free. I'm about to get back into my routine. I actually had a fridge that I took up to my up to West Virginia with me to go to school and everything. And I ended up putting it at my other grandmother's house, and now I have it back here at my house. So I now have a fridge next to my bed. I can store like protein shakes. I can store fruit. It's just some nice stuff to have and be a little more healthier with my diet and stuff. But no, that I guess that's a win. Uh, in the other video, or Monday's quote unquote Monday's Friday video, um, it is going to talk about the headphones that I'm using right now, and they are kind of bush. Lola actually destroyed my Turtle Beaches, so that's really upsetting, and it's been a pain in the ass to play Xboxes. Let's say you're trying to play a game and you want to have good hearing. You want to see if there's anybody next to you, anybody on the anybody behind you or something. The footsteps kind of just come from wherever with these Dollar General $3 headphones. um, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I need to start doing more videos. Like I said, it makes me feel good to go over what's going on in my stuff, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody were to just throw one out there and be like, hey, my life is pretty bad too. I appreciate these. I don't know. But actually, to talk about a little bit like what's going on. Well, not what's going on. I I'm sorry, I got like burps in me right now. excuse me, I actually am getting really, really into stocks, and I don't know if anybody can like notice a pattern a little bit between my videos. I'll start to like talk about stocks like for a good maybe 3 4 minutes, and this time is not going to be any different. When I tell you one, I'm very exclusive on Robinhood, although I do know about all the ways that Robinhood favors their hedge funds and their short sellers. It's very easy to navigate and it's very easy to understand what's going on. And personally, I don't have tens and tens of thousands of dollars inside Robinhood, so that type of stuff really isn't affecting me as much as it's affecting people that are really in the high stakes. Um, but regardless of that, I love playing this stock game. I love it. I sometimes try to treat it as a game. I try to just treat it as, hey, you gotta use money to make money. Just kind of not. I definitely in options. I definitely do options. So I honestly do my gambling, my fair share of gambling, but I also definitely am heavily into like ETFs and in the S&P 500. Like I'm very into those because I'm not the very big person when it comes to dividends. I feel like dividends really aren't going to help you until you have multiple shares. Like Apple, right? Apple actually hands out I think a 68-cent dividend, which is a very high dividend yield compared to a lot of different companies, or at least in my mind. Like with the whole, because they're steady, they're more of a steady company. So having 68 cent that's really nice. So let's say you had 100 shares of Apple, you're getting $6.08 for each and every share that you have, and I mean every like each month, right? Because you have that because you have 100 shares of it. And that's just over time, and as the stock goes up, your money keeps on going up, and that's really nice. And personally, for me, I feel like it doesn't really help me unless I was able to get that many shares of that stock, right? So like with Apple now, like I don't have what is it at? It's at 126, right? I don't have $10,000 to throw into this thing to get 100. I don't even know what's 126 times 100. I don't even. Would it be 100,000? I actually don't know right now. Times 100. 12,000. That's kind of sad. Nobody. Sheesh. All right, so I don't have $12,600 to just throw into Apple to get 100 shares, right? So I don't know why I feel like I'm so out of breath right now. I don't know if it sounded like I'm like rushing through this thing, but whew, out of breath. But so like I'm really, so when I say I'm more into the ETFs and the S&P 500, I'm like, in my mind, these are guaranteed things that are always going to go up because they're how do I say, they're more designed with, how would I more describe it? I want to say they have really large, maybe large caps, like market caps. Like there's many people up in these things. Like when it comes to, let's say, a big S&P 500 that I'm in is called Dexterian Daily, which is like SPXL on the like their tag. Which, if you just were to go down and like ask what's about Dexterian Daily, it'd be like, provides daily leverage exposed to a market cap weighted index of 500 large cap and mid cap U.S. companies selected by the S&P committee. You know, so it's just more of like, it's a part of the. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna sit here and try to bullshit my way through it, okay? Because I'm over here just trying to figure out words and try to act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. To be real with you, this is just a very, very hot, like a high, like a lot of people are in it, and it's supposed to go up, right? It had a gigantic drop when it came down to the pandemic, but it's already past that its mark that it went through all those different years. It's shooting up. I'm on the train. Just know ETFs are flying. S&P 500 is flying. and I use that more than dividends because I can't get 100 shares of Apple and Tesla and stuff like. Oh, I don't know if Tesla even gives out dividends. I can't get 100 shares of them, so I'm just not as worried about it as everything else, because let's say if I get into ETFs, if the ETF is at like $98 right now, in like 3 to 5 years, if that thing hits $1,000, I mean, I'll have $1,000. And be real with you, I can probably get, well, obviously $98 is not that far away from $126, but I only have to get like, let's say 5-6 shares of let's say of the ETF, and they probably will. I'll get like up to all the way up to five, maybe like if that thing hit like $1,000, I end up getting like a $5,000 thing right there, and I only spent about 500. That's different, right? When it comes to the playing the dividend game, like I would need to get multiple shares. Like or at least if I'm playing with the dividends, and I'm hoping that these dividends are really going to start to pile up, so I need more than just a couple dividend things, Dang, why do I feel so out of breath? Maybe I need to check on that. I'm over here complaining about it and shit, I guess when it comes to these podcasts, I don't know. I feel like I'm just switching off the topic from the stocks, and I'm talking about like a grander thing at the moment. I feel like, I don't know. You know what? Because I really like doing these things, and sometimes I actually don't have any topic to go off of, and I really like doing stocks. I really like talking about what I'm going through, so maybe somebody else can really relate to what the heck is going on. But sometimes I have no idea what to even continue about, because maybe I have like no plan sometimes, maybe I feel like I just do them, right? I just kind of get on there. I try to do it, and I try to do it in that amount of time, and sometimes if it doesn't get done, I just kind of move on. I just keep moving on. And I feel like maybe if I planned out, like let's say I had a whole planner right in front of me, and I was able to plan out and say, this is supposed to be uploaded by this is supposed to be uploaded by this time, this is supposed to be done by this time, what Wednesdays are supposed to be done, what Wednesdays. Yeah, no, okay. So I do want to touch back on the stocks for a second. I know I'm jumping all over the place. Touch back on the airlines are going up, AMC is going up, CCIV is the most stupid stock on the whole planet. Doge is scary. I actually sold 250 of my shares the other day, because it was like I made like a $5 profit from one of my people, because it was just we sold it right basically at the damn thing that I bought it at, and I was like, dang, that's some scary stuff. It actually started to shoot up after that, because I like to assume, or at that time, I like to assume I was the average holder. I was that person who really didn't want to sell, and then finally sold a little bit of their shares, and then it was like, if I'm like the average buyer, right? Then it means everybody else who finally got to about that point, they probably sold too. And that's just what they were waiting on. Finally, people like me that were just holding it for a little bit, and it was just like, oh, pump it, and now it's at like 53. So that's a little bit sad, but that's how the game goes. I still have shares that I bought at 4 cents. Ha! Everybody else, I don't know. Hopefully they hop in. Hopefully it zooms up. I'm really trying to get into or I just sold out the Ethereum coin. What am I saying? What, ETC? Ethereum Cash? I can't even remember what it's called right now. Ethereum Classic. Wow, that's kind of wild. So I actually sold Ethereum Classic because I bought it at 71, and it dropped all the way down to 77, and I was like, whoa, right? Because it went all the way from it went from 71, which is what I bought it at. It went all the way to 180, and I was like, gosh, dang, right? I was like, dang, okay. And then it went all the way down to 70, 78 or 77, and I was like, whoa. So I had my friends sell out for me at 78, and now it's back at 113. So I'm very upset. Hopefully it goes back down, but watch it not. All because I sold. I'm telling you, they're waiting on me, the average buyer, to just go ahead and buy things. Very upset. Go ahead and sell things. Very upset. Buying in back into everything because crypto is the future. Everything is going to be at Bitcoin prices. Bitcoin is either going to be higher or is going to be the same. I think everything is either going to catch up to Bitcoin, or Bitcoin is going to be like, it's just going to get bigger, and everything is just going to be trailing behind it until everything is around the same thing. Or there's going to be something new that's just going to actually be like the controlling currency. That's just kind of like some, I don't know, some theories, conspiracy theories about it. Who knows, right? Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast off here. I really don't know entirely what I talked about because I was very sporadic about this entire podcast. All I know, to summarize the whole thing, I will get better at this procrastination shit. I will. There is no, oh, you might, oh, I tried, oh, I think I'm going. No, I either will or I won't. There's I kind of want to put it in the sense that, Clark, it's either you're gonna do or you're gonna die, bro. I don't. At this point, you really just gotta if you don't do it, there's a poison that's gonna activate and it's gonna kill your body. That's the mindset you need to